The first card you have, your past, is the Ace of Wands. So obviously this is the card of energy, strength, moving forward. I'm seeing a lot of strength, I'm seeing a lot of power around you at this time. You're probably a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than you actually realised at this time. I'm actually seeing an idea that you might have had at this time, and this could have been something that could have been turning into a business idea, or something that you thought might turn into a business idea. But yeah, I'm seeing that whatever was in your mind was something really, really different, really unusual. It might have been something that people around you, especially someone around you who was very, very close to you, they might not have understood exactly what this was, or they might not have approved of whatever this was. I'm seeing I'm seeing this person being quite skeptical, actually. They're quite a skeptical person about anything that might be kind of outside of their way of thinking. So you might have kept whatever this was to yourself. You probably had this idea in your head for a long, long time, and you're probably kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to do anything about this. I really want to, but I'm kind of not sure about this. And, you maybe for a long time you didn't have the courage to actually come out and do anything with this idea. But now at this time, you have the Ace of Wands, so you were ready to kind of come out and do something. You had a lot more enthusiasm about this at this time. You still weren't sure how you were going to go about doing this, but you had this enthusiasm. And it was like, you had this feeling of like, I can't wait to start this. I don't know how I'm going to start this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm nervous, I'm worried, but I have all this nervous energy and I have all of this enthusiasm and I have to do this. So you had all of this enthusiasm, but it was kind of a secret enthusiasm because you knew that you couldn't say anything to this person, and you knew you'd have to say something eventually. You couldn't keep this to yourself eventually because you're very close to this person, but you knew that this wasn't the right time to actually say anything. And it was like, you didn't want to hear anything that was going to kind of spoil any enthusiasm that you had, because it was like, I finally got this enthusiasm, I'm ready to go, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it somehow, and I want to keep holding on to this enthusiasm while I've got it. I don't want to kind of let that go. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting around this card. So the next card you have, your past, is Judgment. So yes, you really didn't need all of the questions, all of the kind of skepticism, and the judgment that would come with telling people what this idea was. Especially this person I was seeing in the Ace of Wands. Now this person's very close to you. I keep on seeing that they might be they might be a close relative. And I'm seeing you talk to this person quite often on the phone and all sorts of things. You come and visit them. You tell them a lot of things about your life usually. But when it came to this idea, I'm seeing that you decided that you just wouldn't talk to them about this because of their skepticism. And I'm seeing that you're right. You're right not to say anything at this time. This idea was really like, you were enthusiastic about this, but it was really like a bud. It was like a little rosebud. And you didn't want anyone kind of pouring negativity onto it before it had time to actually bloom and grow. So if this resonates, I'm seeing you were actually very, very wise not to say anything to this person. Now later on, when this blooms into a great big enormous rose bush, I should say, not a rose. There's no such thing as a rose tree, there's a rose bush. When this eventually blooms into this great big beautiful bush, then you'll be able to tell this person about this, because then it will already be grown, you'll already be established, and you won't have to worry about anyone kind of spoiling it for you. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your past is the Knight of Swords. Now, sometimes the Knight of Swords can be about, rushing in, saying something rude or horrible or rash, or getting angry and rushing in with your sword. Sometimes it isn't like that. Sometimes it's just rushing in for other reasons. And I'm seeing that I'm actually seeing someone in this card who is very, very interested in you romantically. Now, they might not have let you know how they were feeling at this time, but I'm seeing that they were talking to you a lot. They were around you all the time, talking to you, trying to do things for you. I'm especially seeing that, trying to help you. This connection could have been in the workplace or around something work related, because again, I'm seeing this person trying to help you with something. They're trying to rush in and help you. They're trying to say, oh, let me do this for you. I'll help you fix that, whatever it is. I'll help you. I've got a good idea. I know what you can do about this. All of that kind of thing. They're trying to be like a knight in shining armor. That's what I'm seeing, rushing in to help you, rushing in to do things for you. Now, if you look at this card and you look at the horse on this card, there's actually a small heart in the reins on this card behind this horse's eye. So what this person has in their eyes for you is love, because this is what I'm seeing behind this horse's eye. And they're rushing in to help you, rushing in to do things for you. They might be saying, oh, have you got this broken? I'll fix it for you. Oh, I'll help you. I have a good idea. All of that kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing. So you might know who this is. The first card you have for your present is the King of Swords, more swords. So yes, I'm seeing even though this person in the Knight of Swords is very interested in you romantically, and yes, there's also a lot of passion and romantic energy in the Ace of Wands as well. That also says that to me as well. I'm seeing even though there's all of this kind of passion around you and interest in you romantically, I don't think you're interested in this person. I'm seeing that you're actually being quite businesslike around this person. You're being quite kind of civil, very professional around this person, because this is in the workplace and or something around work. So you're being like that. You might actually be quite, excuse me, I'm kind of stumbling on my words. You might have actually been, or you might be still quite careful not to be overly friendly with them, overly jokey. Anything that might look a bit flirty, you might be very careful to stay away from, because you don't want to encourage this person. The reason why that is that your heart might actually be someone else, with someone else. I'm seeing it probably is with someone else. Now, this other person I'm not seeing is around you at this time. You might have broken up with them, or you might just not actually be in a relationship with this person. But your heart is thinking about someone else at this time. There is some kind of connection between you and this person that you have, that you're kind of thinking about, feeling about, and that's why you're not interested in this person in the Knight of Swords, or one of the reasons why anyway. The next card you have, your present, is the Page of Wands. So yes, here's this person who you have, who's in your heart, who you're thinking about. You're still thinking about this person. Now, this is someone I'm seeing who used to look up to you when they were around you. There might have even been an age difference between you. Obviously, there still is. But I'm seeing there's something that's on their mind about you. Now, it's not like you're in their heart. Now, I'm not saying you're never going to be, but at this time, the main thought that they have about you is that they feel some regret. They might even feel a bit ashamed of something that they've done around you. They might be a bit worried about what you're thinking of them. That's what I'm seeing is going on with them. I'm also seeing that yes, you're being very businesslike around this person in the Knight of Swords around your workplace. But I'm also seeing that you're actually being quite distant toward everything to do with your workplace, because I'm seeing that you might not even be realizing that you're doing this, but you might be detaching mentally from your workplace generally, because your focus really is on this business idea that's really exciting for you. And if you look at this, page, he's looking up to the top of his wand, and it's like he's thinking, I really want to do this. I really want to get this going. I really want to start on this. I've got the wands. It means energy. It means movement. how am I going to do this? I'm looking up to the top of this and I'm thinking to myself, am I ever going to be able to do this? It seems so far away. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing this. So you might be thinking at this time, how am I going to do this? I don't know how. And you're kind of puzzling, trying to kind of work out how you're going to achieve this. I'm still not seeing that you're sharing this idea with anyone else at this time. You might be really grappling with this idea by yourself. And that might be one of the reasons why it's so hard for you to move forward, because you can't. There are areas in this that you don't have a lot of expertise in, and you're kind of working out how to do this. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your present, is the Fool. So yes, it can be very, very scary. It can be very confusing when you have an idea for a business or whatever this is, and you don't know where to start, which is what I was seeing in the Page of Wands. You just don't know where to start. You're kind of thinking, oh, I want to do this. I'm so enthusiastic. I really want to go ahead with this. But how am I going to do this bit? And how am I going to do that? And how am I going to and what are the legal implications behind that? Do I have to get a license for that? And do I have to get an expert for that? And do I have to draw up a contract for that? And what do I do about taxes and what? And all of these things around this are kind of spinning around in your head and you don't know where to start. This card is telling me that you need to start somewhere. Because you could go around thinking about things, planning about things, worrying about things forever and ever and ever, going around in circles and never actually getting anywhere. This is obviously something that you really love. You're really enthusiastic about this. Now, you can plan this forever, but what you really, really need to do is take the leap. This is what the Fool's telling you. Move forward, do something. Please do something. Even if it's a small thing, make a start on this, please. If this resonates, please do something. Don't be one of these people who kind of look back on your life and you kind of say to yourself, I wish I had have done this. If only I had have done that. If I had this great idea once to do this and I didn't do anything about it and I wish I had have. Now it's too late. Don't be one of those people. Please do something. Just start this, please. The first card you have for your future is the Six of Pentacles. So, yes, even though you were kind of definitely doing the right thing by not sharing your plans around this business idea with this person in the Ace of Wands, that was definitely the right thing to do. And you weren't sharing it with anyone else really either. But I'm seeing there are people in your life, especially in this time in your future, that are going to be around you, who are going to be willing to help you with this idea. They might even help you financially, because this has coins all over it, the Six of Pentacles, and this is about deciding whether you're going to be generous or not and who you're going to be generous with. I'm seeing someone who's very generous with you. They're very generous with their time. They're generous with their ideas. And again, they might be generous financially with you. Now, yeah, this is a specific person who has a lot of very useful knowledge about this subject in whatever it is you're doing this thing around, whatever this is. So I'm seeing that it can be very, very difficult for you to ask for help or to accept help sometimes. I'm actually seeing times in your past where you would have rather suffered than, ask for help or accept help. You're very, very stubborn in that way. You can be. Now, I'm seeing that you really should either accept this help or at least think about accepting this help, because I'm seeing that if you accepted this help you'd be able to progress a lot faster than if you didn't accept this help. You'd still be kind of going around in circles thinking, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that? This person knows how to do this and how to do that, and they can help you, or they can help you with who to go, who to see, what to do around all of these problems you have. And also, this is a very genuine person. I'm not seeing any problems around this offer. I'm not seeing that there are going to be any kind of strings attached to this or any problems around this. This is a very genuine person and they really want to help you. The next card you have for your future is the Four of Cups. So yes, this person might even walk right up to you and offer you something like this hand with this cup. But if you look at this man in this card, yes, he has his arms folded, he's looking down, he's saying, no, I'm not accepting this, I don't want this. You might be tempted to say no to this because of your stubbornness. I'm not being rude to you. This is what I'm seeing. You would rather go without sometimes than accept help. I'm seeing that you should at least think about this help. Please do this. I'm seeing that if you do accept this help, it's going to come really quickly. It's going to move along really quickly for you, and you'll get to the end a lot sooner. The Ace of Wands is like the beginning. It's like the spark. This is like a match, and you light the match, and there goes the spark, and there's the idea. This idea will not move along properly. Maybe it won't move along at all if you do not accept this help. That's what I'm seeing. Please at least consider saying yes to this help. The last card you have for your future is the Page of Cups. Right, I'm actually seeing with this card that there's going to be an apology. There's going to be an apology coming to you. This could be to do with an incident where someone behaved really childishly. This Page of Cups can be a bit childish and a bit silly sometimes. I'm seeing that someone might have stopped talking to you at some time, or maybe you stopped talking to them. I'm seeing that this actually might be this person in this Page of Wands, this person who you still have your heart with, who you're still thinking about. They might come and apologize to you at this time. I'm seeing a text message or some kind of a message coming to you electronically. It might be on social media or texting or something like that. This is definitely going to be an apology. I'm seeing texting or something, and then I'm seeing phone conversations coming after that. You're going to have a lot of conversations with this person, and I'm seeing you have a lot to work through with this person. But definitely there's going to be an apology, and it's going to be a genuine apology. That's what I can see. And I'm seeing that, if you do have your heart with this person, if you do care about this person, I'm seeing you probably accepting this apology, and you're going to have a lot of talks with this person, and you're going to move forward in some way with this person. That's what I'm seeing now.